Hi, this is John with Practical Builds. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the factors that can change the cost of building your deck or affect the estimate for your deck. This is a Trex deck with a wheelchair ramp that we're working on right now. So something we realized with this once we took it off, 2 feet right along the foundation was really sloped so that water was running into the foundation and sitting there, which is not something that's too uncommon. And we really like to catch that in the estimating phase so that if there is additional costs, we make sure we get that worked in. But one thing we like to do is everywhere there's a pier, this is 4 foot deep. So we end up with a lot of dirt. So something we do that a lot of other companies don't do is if we have that dirt, we will try to get a nice slope, try to get water running away from your building. It's hard to tell here, but it starts high there, and there's actually a little bit of a berm to really bring water out to the grass rather than towards the garage. Another thing that happens quite often, and sometimes you can't tell, in this case we knew that we were looking at an unpainted board under there, and it's not a big issue. A couple decks ago, they had not replaced the siding underneath the deck. When we can, we really try to catch that so that people know up front. And like I said, if it's something where we can spend an extra hour just getting this to drain nice, we certainly will. We're not looking to nickel and dime people. Another thing I'd like to talk about is grass damage. So when you're doing a large project, it is pretty easy to damage the grass. When we're done, there probably will be a little bit of angry grass right around here. Our goal is to really make sure that the grass bounces back next year with either minimal intervention or no intervention. In this case, because we were doing all these piers, it actually would have been way easier for us to get a skid steer rental, come in here, pull the concrete out, and just make our lives easier. We didn't do that because this grass would have just all been killed. There would have been significant rutting. And while it is slower to do that by hand, it is just a better option overall. Another hidden deck thing that a lot of people miss is getting the concrete out if it's not going to be concrete that's going to be used anymore. This concrete used to come and go up to a stairway to the door, and some people will just leave that concrete underneath there. For us, we had to get these piers in here anyways, so we wanted to get the concrete out, make it look nice. Right here, you're going to be able to see underneath that deck, and if you saw just concrete under there, it wasn't going to look like it was finished properly. So that's just a few of the things that we really do differently than some other companies, and some of the things that can drive the cost of a deck that you may not consider.